I'm gonna talk about insect-inspired omnidirectional vision for autonomous localization on board a hexapod robot. This work was carried out at the Institute of Movement Sciences in the Biorobotics department in Marseille, France. Desert ants are known to robustly estimate their position from their nest while foraging for food, which is a genuine tour de force and a great source of inspiration to design future autonomous vehicles able to navigate without GPS or any global navigation satellite system GNSS. In this study, we introduced a new insect-inspired omnidirectional visual sensor mounted on board the robot Antbot. The robot Antbot shown here is an hexapod robot endowed with several visual sensors mimicking the compound eye of the ant. Antbot is equipped with an optic flow sensor, shown here, looking downward to estimate optically its travel distance. Antbot is also equipped with a 2-pixel celestial compass, shown here, that detects the state of polarization of the skylight in the UV range. This compass provides an optical heading while navigating outdoors with excellent performance regardless of environmental conditions. By combining distance measurement and heading, we have shown that Antbot was able to perform path integration to do homing with a great accuracy. However, we know that desert ants can also use visual guidance to find their way home. We know that desert ants use a powerful navigational tool termed path integration when returning to their nest using the shortest way possible, a straight line. Here is a random walk of the ant, and here is a straight line when the ant is going back to home. By integrating directional compass and distance information, the ants obtain a vector which leads them home. However, path integration mechanisms are prone to cumulative error, and desert ants also use panoramic sceneries as local guidance cues for homing. This strategy is called visual guidance and was implemented in this study on board Antbot. Here is the omnidirectional visual sensor we developed for ant-based visual guidance navigation. It is composed of a GoPano lens and a Raspberry camera. Here is an example of a snapshot captured with the omnidirectional visual system. On the right is shown an unwrapped snapshot showing the panoramic omnidirectional view arena for our robots. We characterize the omnidirectional sensor's visual acuity by means of a moving grid featuring various spatial frequencies. We applied an optical blur by reducing the distance between the camera lens and the panoramic lens. As in insects, this defocusing was characterized by measuring the value of the acceptance angle and the value of interpixel angle introduced by the pixel pitch of the imager. We measured an acceptance angle of 1.5 degrees, which is consistent with the eye of the ant, and an interpixel angle of 0.6 degrees. The computation of the optic flow was performed by means of the Lucas-Canade method that was implemented by using OpenCV. Then we tested the ability of the robot Antbot to detect a frontal obstacle. Here is the robot. The robot is walking straight forward in the direction of the obstacle. We consider two sets of points of interest. First, one set of 1000 points of interest and a full field of view. But these parameters led to the detection of the frontward obstacle, but also the motion of the ground and the legs, as shown by the blue curve here. Therefore, we considered a new set of parameters. A second set of 100 points and a field of view reduced by 70%. In this case, as indicated by the blue curve, again, only the frontward obstacle is identified. In a navigational context, the angular sector depicted by the cluster of points of interest can be used to set the new heading of the robot. To implement the snapshot-based localization, we use a snapshot comparison method that is based on the root mean square difference of omnidirectional snapshots, the RMS difference, as introduced by Joren Seil and colleague. First, the robot was asked to walk over a 2-meter long straight line and take a snapshot every 5 centimeters. The RMS image difference was computed between these views and a memorized snapshot taken at the center of the line. This figure shows the RMS difference function from reference location along a straight line for 2 lighting conditions in black and red. This minimum value shown here of the curve, of the red and black curves, correspond to the memorized snapshot, also called the reference frame. Finally, in a second series of tests, the robot was navigating in the arena where boxes of different size, like this one, and shapes were put on the floor to serve as visual landmarks for its localization. Each of the omnidirectional snapshots were taken with the same orientation. While navigating, the robot took snapshots of its current view at random times. To deal with the robot's changing heading, the current view was rotated by 90 degrees. Results show that for each actual position of the robot, the closest node, the memorized snapshot, was successfully activated. We obtain an average error of the robot localization along both x and y axes of 16 centimeters, which is consistent with the 2D grid resolution. As a take-home message, we implemented onboard an hexapod robot optic flow-based obstacle detection with a small region of interest centered around the horizon line. Moreover, hand-based autonomous localization was successfully achieved with an accuracy of 25 centimeters after a 9-meter long journey, which is equivalent to an error of only 3 strides. Finally, the next question for us is to find out how path integration and visual navigation of the insect's navigational toolkit merge together. Thank you for your attention.